Welcome to another video. Today I'm in the park close to my house. It's very peaceful. Not a lot of people walk here, unfortunately. It's a beautiful place, if you guys could tell. But today's video I want to talk about, because I want to do something crazy. I hope I capture this on camera. So, if you guys know, I love paranormal. I love ghosts. I love the craziness, right? The mysterious part about the paranormal world. And in Golden Gate Park, there is a legend in Strawberry Field, in Stowe Lake, and it's called the Lady of Stowe Lake. So if you guys ever heard of the llorona, okay, that's a Mexican folklore, but the thing is, it's international. It's not just in Mexico, but it's pretty much the llorona of San Francisco. Apparently, there was a lady with a baby, newborn, I think, enjoying a beautiful day at the park, and while she was talking to someone, she got distracted. The stroller just started going by itself towards the lake. The baby went to the lake, started drowning, and the mother started panicking. So she went towards the lake and started swimming to save the baby. But unfortunately, she couldn't swim or something like that, and she died while the baby died too. So at nighttime, legend says, nighttime, you see a lady crying, pretty much walking towards, like, around the lake, trying to search for the baby, or she's asking for help. And if you guys know, in the legends of La Llorona, when you see a ghost that's asking for help, you try and ignore it, because apparently if you actually try to help it out, it kills you. That's the story. Here's the thing. I have never seen someone capture La Llorona, and if they did, it was probably fake. So I'm out there and I'm willing to risk my life, because as much as I'm worried about the ghost, I am worried about the homeless people trying to jump me, dude. Because if you guys know, there's a lot of crazy people that camp there in Golden Gate Park and nighttime, and I'm planning to stay from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. or actually 1 a.m. to 4, because if you guys know, 3 a.m. is where all the paranormal activity comes out, if you know when I try and tell you guys. But I am afraid of the homeless, because those guys are crazy, man. They'll literally kick your ass because they can't feel pain. They're already drugged up as it is. So I'm not gonna do it by myself. I'm gonna bring a friend of mine who's willing to do it, but we have to do it on a Saturday. Okay? So right now, I'm trying to gather some supplies like lights and everything, because Golden Gate Park, it gets pretty dark over there, man. It gets super dark, and I biked there several times. You have to worry about homeless people, coyotes, I don't know, other stuff, but I'll talk about more about the story. The thing is, these stories, they just folklores, okay? These are stories that you tell your children who are misbehaving. That's why I kind of don't believe it, in a sense, just because it's all over the place. La Llorona is not just based in Mexico. It's international, pretty much. This chick is a passport girl, okay? She's out there looking for someone, you know, who will take the bait. If you read the stories, it seems like it. That's why I'm willing to actually record it, if it's true or not. If it is, then I got proof. If it's not, the search still continues. But this story is just a phenomenon. There is movies about this. I mean, it's a horrible movie. You should not watch it. But what do you guys think? Like, is it real or is it not real? But there's a lot of people that did encounter it, and you could watch it on YouTube. And they're very scary stories, because when you encounter this lady, according to the people's encounters, their stories, she try and take you. She try and take bodies with her, because she's pretty much a spirit or evil spirit that just cannot rest because of the sin it committed. You know, it's trapped in this world that we live in, and then also in the afterlife, in between. Okay? But there's stories where I believe it. Like, and it always happens when you're by yourself in the forest or in the lake. Because if you guys were paying attention when I was explaining about the story, she drowned her 2 kids in the lake. So obviously, if you're near water at nighttime at 3 a.m., you most likely will listen to something like a cry. The thing with the story with Lady of Stowe Lake is a little bit more toned down, just because the lady was not torturing the kid, did not want to kill her child. She was just distracted, and it was an accident. You know, it seems like she's the more chill one out of all of the lloronas out here. I feel like the Mexican one is the most brutal one. But let's see if it's true or not. If I'm able to capture that, or at least capture the voice of a lady crying and asking for help, at that point, the stories must be real, right? Or is it fake just to scare little kids? Because those are the type of stories that my parents used to tell me. Because I always misbehaved. I was a problem back in the day. But hey, I'm willing to figure out if it's true or not. And this is how I'm gonna do it. So right now I'm on my bike. What I'm gonna do, obviously we're gonna stay there for a little bit. So from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m., that's over 3 hours of us literally searching for the ghost. We're gonna need food. Okay, that's the first thing. I'm gonna bring my bike here that I have, right, which I'm riding. That's another one. Second, I need a baton, because for me to be prepared for this, I need to protect myself and my friend. So I'm gonna need that. So I'm saving up money for one of those, just in case you get one of these crazy people. Because you guys know, man, at nighttime over there, they do drug dealings or anything like that. Homeless people are just cracked out of their minds. So you gotta protect yourself a lot of times. And I'm planning to do that, okay? Just in case. What else am I gonna need besides food? Sweaters, man, because it's gonna get really cold. And that's it, and just be patient at actually capturing this ghost if I am successful. That's the thing. Because if you guys know, it's kind of hard to get ghosts, and I don't know if I'm willing to do a voice recording where I try and record them trying to talk. The thing is, the only reason why I'm afraid of doing that is because technically it's a form of communicating with the afterlife. And if you guys know, if you communicate with the afterlife, you're opening a way for them to come into your life. And I'm very superstitious, okay? That's why I never touched the Ouija board, because that thing is dangerous. You don't know who you're talking to. And the same thing, if I do it there in the park, I don't know who I'm talking to. But if you guys convince me, I might do it. But those are the things I'm going to be planning out. And then obviously have the lights, because it gets really dark. And also try not to get bit by a coyote. That's another thing. Besides homeless, I need to worry about coyotes and raccoons, because those raccoons are vicious as hell. And not be a sissy, because I'm not gonna lie, when I get off from work, sometimes I take this ride over here, right, towards Lake Merced, because this is close to Lake Merced. Sometimes I want to, this is pretty much a shortcut to my house. The thing is, I don't like passing by here because there's no lights. It's I feel like I don't feel safe here when it's nighttime here, just because I don't want to encounter something going on, because I'm afraid that I might see something. But I'm willing. I just want to catch a ghost so bad, man. Because I don't know, man, like, life is too short, you know? Like, I want to do some crazy stuff, and I feel like this is kind of crazy. I don't know. I mean, I do catch it, man. It kind of confirms it that ghosts are real, right?